Hey guys, we got a ton of new content in MLB the Show 22's Diamond Dynasty. We're going to break it all down. We've got the new Nike City Connect. We've got a new Conquest. We've got a new 90 overall Prospect Diamond in a chase pack. And we've got a new Headliner set number 2. We're going to break all of that down as well as cover what you guys should be doing in terms of the new content if you're no money spent or if you're new to the game. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel for the most up-to-date news, tips, and info. All right, let's get into it. All right, so let's start first with our set 2 headliner. It is the 90 overall Billy Wagner, the closer, with a 4-seam fastball up at 97, slider at 84, changeup at 85, and a curveball at 78. And then he's got okay control, the fastball up at 86, slider at 81, and then the pitch break, again, the slider has an 88, which is okay. There is just not a lot of great top-end relievers early on in the year. We are going to go Alvarado.
Emotional damage.
I think that it's just been an absolute mess so far in terms of late game players that you can throw in that you can trust. And I'm going to try out this Billy Wagner. Usually I don't really give closers that much of a run when it comes to the headliner ones, but the 107 hits per 9 is awesome. For anyone that doesn't know, hits per 9 is going to dictate your opponent's PCI, the inner PCI, which is the important one, and then the K per 9 will help lower that outer PCI to give you some more strikeouts and avoid those foul tips. His control and velocity is pretty rough. 71 control, 86 velocity. But like I said, we are going to go ahead and give him a run and see if we can find a decent closer here. Maybe Billy Wagner might be it. Currently, right now, he is going for about 25,000 stubs. That's roughly what I picked him up for. And honestly, if you want to buy him, I would just straight up buy him. Buying the pack at 25K is really not worth it because you're probably not going to get him. So if you want to try him out, he might fall a little bit in price here. We'll have to wait and see. Again, his stats aren't anything crazy, but like I said, man, relievers so far have just been really rough early on. One of the bigger additions, though, is the new chase pack featured card with the 90 overall Julio Rodriguez, who looks awesome at the dish. 92 on the contact against righties, 84 against lefties, and then 82 and 93 on the power, righty and lefty respectively. He's got 81 fielding with an 82 arm, can play all 3 outfielder positions, and 70 speed, so it's not like he's slow either. This is going to be a really fun card. Really expensive to get right now, though. He is coming down a little bit. Started out about 130,000 stubs, going for about 100 right now. And again, I think that will fall quite a bit. Should be a really fun one if you are able to pack him. I would try him out first because there is a lot of good outfielders out there, but he looks like he's the real deal, all 5 tools. Okay, now let's take a look at the latest program that was added. So if you go to the programs tab and go to other programs, now it's not just the starter Babe Ruth. You also have the Nike City Connect program, and you are going to see that you can lock all of the Nike City Connect jerseys, bats, and logos, which is a really cool addition to the game. I love the Boston Marathon City Connect jerseys for my Red Sox, and then these sweet Miami Marlin jerseys way down at the end. Now, this is a grind, I'm not going to lie, and for no players involved, it is a little tough, but we'll talk about some of the other benefits to this program in just a little bit. To earn the program stars, you'll see up at the top left, I have 0 earned. You need 100 to get all the way to the end, and here's how you do it. It works a lot like the Babe Ruth program, well, exactly in that sense. You've got the missions where you have to earn 2,000 parallel points with each of the 7 clubs. That will net you 5 right there. This is going to take you quite a while, though, but if you are able to do it, you're looking at about 35 program reward stars just from that. However, probably the easier way to knock it out, especially if you have a Nintendo Switch and you might want to play on the couch, there is a ton of moments for each of the players, and a lot of them can all go all the way through. If you are able to complete them all, that's 70 program stars right there, so you only need another 30 to finish off the program in its entirety. So if you've got some time, I would just sit in the moments and just kind of bang them out here. Lastly, you've got some exchanges, and I want to talk about exchanges specifically for newer players. You want to make sure that your exchanges are with players that you don't need. Exchanges, you don't retain the player. So with collections, when you're trying to collect all of the live series cards, you keep those cards, you lock them in. Exchanges, they are gone. So you have to be careful with that. If you go and take a look, I would do all the commons, really. If you want, it's 15,000, which is quite a bit. That does add up. If you want to kind of skip doing the missions, but you really don't have to trade in any of these if you don't want to, if you don't have a large collection for them, because you're only earning 2 for each one when you can just do the missions. And all you've got to do is fill a lineup, guys. Remember, it doesn't have to be with jacked up, well, there really isn't any Arizona Diamondbacks players that are all jacked up, but you don't need a huge Dodger lineup. It could be silvers and bronzes that you throw in, and you can do it in ranked seasons. You could do it in mini seasons or Conquest, which is where I'd recommend, because we're going to talk about Conquest right now. So if you go to single player modes and go to Conquest, you will notice there is a new Conquest here, the face of the franchise West. So you can go ahead and play the franchise Conquest mode, where you have to take on all of the West Division teams from the National League and the American League, and you will get some pretty cool rewards. So as you see on the right, there is some easier ones. You've got to acquire 100 fans, you get some XP, 3 strongholds, 125 territories. But then you'll see down here, if you capture all the American League's team strongholds, you will get a prospect choice pack for the American League West. And again, I'll talk about those prospects in just a little bit, because I think a lot of people are wondering what to do with them, and I'll help you out there. Then goal 5 is capturing all the National League strongholds, which is obviously the exact same thing. And then if you conquer all of them, you will get a ball in as a habit pack, which is a nice little reward for finishing. And like I said, you can maximize your time with the City Connect going on. All you've got to do is make a full lineup of bronze or silver players and smash out the Conquest. By doing that, and you'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, a lot of people might say, hey, I don't really care about the prospect packs, and you don't really get anything of huge value there. I would argue that if you go to the featured program, the face of the franchise program, which only has 23 days left, it has become pretty evident that it's not exactly easy to just grind out the XP here, unless you want to do Road to the Show or the mini seasons. If it works for you, it's been kind of a touch and go, but that's kind of monotonous to me. I just kind of like playing the game and all of its content to kind of grind it out. I've got 321,000, but I've been playing, well, I've literally been streaming since the game came out, as the subathon that I'm on is still on. You see the timer right below me. I've still got 13 hours at the time of this video. But the reason why I want to bring it up is because there is a huge XP bump for completing the face of the franchise West Conquest. 30,000 XP. That is a huge jump for you, and definitely what you want to do, because the face of the franchise is something you want to work towards, as these 90 overall players are great, and the more that you can get, obviously, the better your lineup is going to be. You'll also notice there is a new collection. The Babe Ruth one was there, which I mentioned in my Getting Started video. You want to make sure that you are completing that, but the Nike City Connect is also here. If you collect all 7, you will get 15,000 XP. So just by doing the Conquest and the program, you're looking at 45,000 XP. And again, it'll take you a couple hours probably to get through all the moments of the Conquest, but definitely worth it if you are trying to build up your squad. If you're no money spent, definitely something you want to focus on. So guys, that is all the latest content for MLB The Show's Diamond Dynasty. Make sure that you check the top banner as they display their roadmap for content. So we've got the 7th is opening day. They'll probably have a lot going on for that. Nothing specific mentioned there, but then on the 8th, we get a brand new event and a lot of new packs. So be sure that you tune in for that. Guys, if you want to stay up to date with MLB The Show 22, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. I would appreciate it. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Have a good one.